Hey, it's EOB, another episode of So You Think You Can Cook. Antonio, not here today. It's all right, we're going to press on without him and make one of my favorite dishes, pizza. We're going to make homemade pizza crust and then top it with Joe from Pepito's, what he calls the PMS, pepperoni, sausage, and mushrooms. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is you want to get a cup and a quarter of warm water, about 100 degrees, and you're going to take sugar and dump it in there. Let the sugar dissolve. Once the sugar dissolves, then we're going to put the yeast in and let it do its thing for about 35 minutes. This is active yeast, and what it's going to do, it's going to get in contact with the sugar, and then it's going to start to make the mixture look spongy. All right, so we're 35 minutes in, and the first cup of flour and yeast have kind of done their thing. It's nice and bubbly. You can see that it's doing its thing. So we're going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to add the whole wheat flour, the salt, and then the rest of the flour. And that'll start to become a dough, and then we'll start kneading. All right, so we've taken the dough, we've rolled it out for about 7 minutes, kind of got all the glutens in them starting to go. Got a glass bowl right here. It is coated in oil. So you're going to take the ball of dough and put it in here, and you're going to make sure it's coated with oil. This is really, really important. Make sure the entire ball is coated with oil. And then when you get there and you've got the whole thing coated in oil, you'll start to see it kind of shine a little bit. Set it right in the middle of the bowl, because what's going to happen is it's going to double in volume. In order to help that, we're going to keep it out in a warm place and let the humidity kind of attack it. And we're going to cover it with plastic wrap. Cover the dough in plastic wrap like this. Do not put this in the fridge. Leave this out warm, draft free. Don't put it in front of a window either. Let it sit for about an hour and a half. It's going to double in volume. Then we're going to split it up, and we're only going to use a little bit of it to make the actual pizza. We'll save the rest so we can make more pizzas. So what we've done is we've had the dough resting, then proofing, then resting again. And what we're going to make today, this is a much more Italian type pizza, meaning it's a very, very thin crust and it's a smaller crust. And we're going to put the whole thing together. Angie wants a margherita pizza, so she just wants mozzarella, basil, and tomato. Me, more of a meat guy, so I'm just going to have meat on mine. All right, take the homemade sauce, put a little bit on the pie. I started with Spartan brand tomato sauce and just built a marinara off that with just some basic ingredients. Play around with this stuff because it's a lot of fun to make your own. So basically this entire pizza has been made from scratch, with the exception of harvesting tomatoes. Spartan did that for me, so I didn't have to. All right, I have basil here. We're not going to put this on when we put this in the oven. The reason is because this will burn, and it smells too good to burn. So we're going to put this on when the pizza comes out, which will be about 5 or 6 minutes. We got the oven heated up to about 500 degrees. You want it very hot because you want to get this over with. You don't want your pizza to cook for a long, long time. You want to cook it fast and get it crispy. So for Ange, we're going to take the tomatoes and put them down. You can do whatever you want. This is actually a great thing for if you have people over, because as you can see, they're basically personal sized pizzas. So you can have a pizza party and have all these toppings and people can put whatever they want on them. We're both mushroom fans, so mushrooms go on both of these. And all we're basically going to do here, because everything is cooked except for the cheese and the dough, we want the dough to brown up and crisp up, and we want the cheese to melt. That's it. Don't walk away, don't blink, it goes fast. Alright, so then depending on your oven, 5 to 10 minutes at 500 degrees, the cheese melts, the crisp crust comes out, and you're ready to eat. And I'm telling you, crust may seem like a lot of work, but I'm telling you, the final product is awesome. And I've got 6 more of these to make, so I don't have to make dough for quite a long time. I'm gonna eat this, so you get to cook it. I'm gonna get to eat.